Business has a ceiling. It's called founder gravity, and you can feel it even if you haven't named it yet. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is and why every framework and system you've tried before keeps sliding right back. And the specific audit you can run on your own business this week to see it for yourself. Every framework you install, every system you build, every hire you make that was supposed to take things off your plate, a few months in, you're right back in the middle of every decision. There's a specific reason for that. And it's why most of the fixes you've tried have never really worked out. Decisions that should be getting made 2 or 3 levels below you, where the work is really happening, they're still landing on your desk. Now, your team's likely capable. I mean, you wouldn't have kept them on otherwise. But when things get chaotic or when the stakes go up, everyone still comes to you first. You've tried to delegate, and some of it holds, but most of it comes back to you. You've likely had the accountability conversations, and they go okay when you have them. By Wednesday, half the team's back asking you the same questions they already know the answer to. You're not imagining it, and it's not what you've been told it is. You've built real revenue, a real team, and a real business, and you're still the one carrying the whole thing on your back. You've probably read some of the books, even tried a framework or two, and you've seen this pattern before. You get the first few weeks of positive movement, people say they feel clearer, numbers start moving, and you can feel it working. And slowly, you watch it slide back. Meetings get moved, people stop bringing real answers, and inside about 3 months, everything's right back to where it started. And the first instinct most founders have when they try to fix it is wrong. First place they look is the team. Maybe someone's not doing what they said they would. The system isn't being followed, or people are letting things slip that used to hold. So you have the accountability conversation. Again, you sit down with them, you raise the bar and tell them exactly what you expect by Friday. Lo and behold, none of it sticks. So you start looking somewhere else. You think, maybe it's the strategy, maybe the market shifted, or maybe the tool was just the wrong tool. But you know what? None of those explanations are the real ones. And you can keep on chasing them for years on end. The thing holding your business back isn't your team or your strategy. It's not the market, the economy, the timing, or any of those other things that we reach for when a good business isn't performing the way it should. The thing pulling on your business goes deeper than any of those. And if you're being honest with yourself, you've known it for a while. Your business runs on you. That's the real ceiling. And once you see the mechanism underneath it, everything else snaps into place. Now, before you start feeling bad about it, you didn't create founder gravity by making a mistake. No, you created it by being exactly what your business needed while you were building it. See, in the early stages, being the one with all the answers, the judgment, the drive, the one who held everything in their heads all at once, that was the whole job. That's what built the business, and you should be proud of that. But here's where this gets a little bit uncomfortable. The same gravity that built your business is now the ceiling on how big it can get. And that's what the whole 9 FOS framework is designed to fix. Here's the whole thing in one picture: 2 circles and a bridge. The left circle is where most founders sit right now. And unfortunately, You're the center. Every decision, every standard, every question about direction comes back to you. The business moves at the speed of your availability and not a single step faster. The right circle, on the other hand, is where the framework takes you. The driver holds the outer frame. The engine runs the 8 components of the business, and the engine chief coordinates it all from the center. You're still there. You're still essential, still setting the direction and modeling the standard, but you're no longer in the middle of every daily decision. The bridge between those two circles is the 8 stages of 9 FOS. Each stage peels a layer of founder gravity off. Each stage installs a layer of structure that can hold without you. By the time all 8 are in place, the business can run, decide, and hold its standards without you having to be at the center of every loop. You can draw this on a napkin, explain it to your leadership team or partners over lunch. The idea fits in 3 minutes. The work itself is where it gets real. So here's what trying to skip the gravity work actually looks like. One I worked with, I'll call him Mike. He was running a $4 million services business. Now, he had about 20 people with 3 solid managers, and his cash flow was pretty healthy. He'd installed a new operating framework about 6 months before we talked. And the first 6 weeks, everything worked. People were using the new framework terminology. He said decisions felt smoother, and Mike even started pulling back just a little. Then 3 things hit inside 2 weeks. A big client renewal tanked. A key person started participating less, basically going quiet in meetings. And one of his managers needed to make a tough decision on a team member who wasn't holding the standard. All 3 of those situations dropped right back into Mike's lap. Now, the framework didn't fail. His managers didn't fail, nor did the system fail. It was the gravity that pulled everything back the second the weight shifted. That's what installing a framework on top of unreduced founder gravity looks like. The system you installed turns into a document nobody reads because the business isn't actually running on it anymore. It's still running on you, which is why where you start inside the framework decides whether any of it holds. This is where order starts to matter more than the tools. This is also why the 8 stages are done in sequence. It's not a menu that you pick and choose from. Each stage removes a specific layer of founder gravity and installs something that can hold without you. The layers have an order because the top layer has to come off before you can reach the one underneath it. Try to skip a layer, and the whole work just lands on top of a version of your business that doesn't exist yet. You see, the right answer from the wrong stage is still the wrong answer. Most of the time, the answer wasn't bad. It just had nothing solid to land on because the gravity at the layer hadn't been reduced yet. So before you try to install anything, there's a check you need to run on your own business first. Now here's the audit you can run on yourself starting tomorrow. For the next 14 days, keep a simple log. Nothing fancy. Every time a decision comes back to your desk, someone else should have closed, write it down. 2 things, the decision and who should have owned it. Don't fix anything. Don't have a conversation about it, just track them. At the end of 14 days, count the list. That number is your current founder gravity load. It's the weight of the business still running through you. And once you see it on paper, you can't unsee it. Most founders who run this for the first time are surprised by how big the list actually gets. And once you have that list, the real question is, which layer is pulling the hardest? That's exactly what the founder dependence diagnostic tells you. It walks through all 8 stages and shows where the dependence runs deepest, which layers you've already cleared, and which one is the ceiling you're hitting today. The link's in the description. The next video goes inside the first place founder gravity shows up. The work in your business still lives in your head. You don't actually have control of the business. You have memory of it. That's the first structural signal that the center of gravity hasn't moved yet. And it's what stage 1 of the framework is built to fix. Watch that one next, and I'll see you in the next video.